This is your League City Animal Shelter weekly update. For community outreach events coming up, we have the University of Houston Clear Lake Community Service Fair. So that's where we will have a booth to promote our volunteer program and try to get more volunteers to sign up in it. So that'll be September 14th from 12 to 4. So we will need volunteers to kind of help man that booth. It looks like so far we don't have anybody signed up. So please try to sign up for that. I can make even hourly shifts so that way people can rotate if that's what needs to be done, so that way we can have this booth, because we do get a lot of volunteers signed up, and hopefully we'll get it again at this community service fair that we've done in the past. So we do need volunteers to help with that. We have a PetSmart adoption weekend, so that'll be September 17th, 18th, and 19th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is a big adoption weekend that PetSmart actually promotes, that they're going to be adoptions. So we do try to be there all weekend for that. So we'll need volunteers. September 17th is that Friday, which will be Friday afternoon. And then all day on Saturday and Sunday, our normal regular time. So if you could, there is a sign up for that on my volunteer page. So we will need all PetSmart volunteers or anybody who's interested in becoming one to kind of sign up for that. We also have the Watershed Church, where they do a blessing of the pets that weekend, and we'll also be doing adoption. So that'll be October 8th from 10 to 1. We also have an Animal Alliance event where we'll be doing adoptions there. That'll be October 15th, and I still don't have the time yet, so I'll let you know about that. And we also have the Harvest Festival, which is a city event, the City of Lake City event, and that'll be October 22nd from 10 to 2. For fundraisers and special events, we have the Autumn Leaves visit, where we bring animals to visit with the residents every fourth Tuesday of the month. So the next visit will be September 27th. Like I said, we have had a lack of volunteers on that, and that is a really rewarding and easy event. It's only 1 hour on Tuesday morning. Junior volunteers can come, so if you do have a junior volunteer that can go with a parent on that one, that'll be awesome, and that'll be a really good event for them, and it's really rewarding to bring those animals to the residents. It really makes their day. So we will need volunteers for that. We also have the Mutts and Men calendar. So this will be our first fundraising calendar, where we have men posing with animal shelter dogs and cats in the photo shoot. So we do need people, or if you know anybody, boyfriends, husbands, whoever, uncles, I don't care, somebody who is willing to pose with animals in a calendar, just send me an email and let me know. And then, of course, we have the Santa deliveries, like I mentioned last weekly update, that we will be delivering animals on Christmas morning. And there is a sign up on my volunteer page for that. That is under community outreach category. So if you are interested in delivering animals to on Christmas morning, please go ahead and sign up for that. We will probably have a committee meeting to kind of get ready for it, because not only will we need help delivering the animals, but we also need help getting the animals ready. So we're trying to do little things like getting the bows or getting stockings or something like that to go with the animals. So if you're interested even in helping with that part, if you can't deliver, maybe you can kind of help with the few days beforehand getting them ready. So go ahead and sign up if you can help with that. For volunteer meetings and training, we have a foster meeting that'll be September 26th at 6 o'clock, and that'll be at the Jewel Fruit Room. So this is mandatory for all fosters. This is kind of going to go a big overview on our new foster program, how we're doing things now, how we're trying to give more support and more marketing, so that way we can have a quicker turnaround for animals who are in foster care. So this will be a time for you can answer questions. We can kind of discuss the process of fostering and how the program works, all of that good things. So if you have any questions, or you're interested in becoming a foster, or if you're already a foster, please try to sign up for that and come to that meeting. We have the Canine Companion meeting. That'll be October 3rd at 6 o'clock at the League City Civic Center. So that'll be all Canine Companion volunteers are recommended or to come to this meeting. We will be discussing new things that are coming to the program. Again, this will be another time for you to answer questions or ask questions and get advice from other volunteers, all of that good stuff. So this is strictly going to be for Canine Companion, and we'll be discussing nothing but things that are going on in that program. And then the very next day will be the Feline Friend meeting, October 4th. And again, that'll be designated for Feline Friend volunteers. So we'll be doing nothing but talk about Feline Friend stuff. It is recommended that all Feline Friend volunteers do come, and we'll be able to answer questions and talk about things, new stuff coming to a program, or things that we can improve. And then we will hopefully be having a PetSmart meeting soon. We still are trying to get those dates scheduled as soon as possible. October is a really, really busy month for Lake City Animal Shelter. It's beautiful weather and there are a lot of events going on. Therefore, it's a really good time for us to do a lot of community outreach events. So, trying to schedule meetings in between is it's kind of hard, but we will be trying to have a PetSmart meeting to kind of discuss that so we can get improve things that are going on in the PetSmart program. And of course, the ASPCA Pro always offers webinars for volunteers and staff members in the shelter program. So the next one will be building resilience in dogs. So this will be particularly how to help with dogs who are been into a bad situation or have had kind of a traumatic thing happen to them in the past. And I know we don't always really know, but we can kind of get an idea of how to notice these things and actually scientific based ways that we can improve these dogs and help them. So this is a really good webinar. It'll be September 15th and you can sign up on the aspcapro.org site to learn more about it. For shelter news, qualifications on my volunteer page are into effect. So for those of you who don't know what qualifications are, on my volunteer page there is a tab that says My Profile. Under the tab there is a section called qualifications. So these are qualifications or things that you have done, that you're trained on and that you're able to do. So these qualifications do have to be updated in order for you to now sign up for shifts. I have just today made it to where there are only going to be certain shifts that are visible to volunteers who have completed those qualifications. So please be sure that your qualifications are up to date. I do have to approve them, so give me some time. If you update your qualifications tonight, I'll be able to approve them tomorrow. So please, please, please make sure that it's accurate, that if you are a Canine Companion Level 2, it is reflected on there. If you are a feline friend, if you have trained a feline friend as well, that you're updated. Community outreach, same thing. So please make sure that you have your qualifications up to date and that as you move up in the program and as you learn and do more training that you're updating those qualifications go along. Also, we do have some committees that will be coming up and starting to meet up. Holiday in the Park Parade is coming up soon, and I do want to get a head start. As soon as I learn about the theme of the parade, I will be scheduling a meeting so we can start designing our float and getting all the materials ready. So for those of you who did it last year, it was a lot of fun. I think we did the Christmas story theme, so we'll wait to see what the actual overall parade theme is, so hopefully we can win an award again and get that going. So we will be hosting a meeting for that if you're interested, and also the Santa deliveries, like I mentioned, we will be probably having a committee for that to kind of make sure that we get all of our ducks in a row. We have the animals have their bows and stockings and bathe and all of the goodies and pictures, so that way we can deliver animals on Christmas morning. For shelter renovations update, so currently the front dog area is going on. It is not completed yet. We have been told that we'll be hopefully moving dogs back up to the front tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully we'll be able to actually move those dogs. If not, it'll be Wednesday. After that, they'll be working on the back dog area. So they are going to be doing improvements on the floor there. So we will have to move animals from the back to the front, which is going to be a tough thing to do because we don't have as much space in the front as we do in the back. So we will need not only for volunteers to help move these animals, but also from foster homes to kind of help relieve some space so we can make room for them. So that's going on with the shelter renovations right now. For help needed, like I mentioned about the renovations, we do need some temporary fosters to help with the renovations that are going on. So if you are interested in fostering for a few days, please let me know, or just come on by so that way we can kind of get you an animal, a dog or even a cat if you're interested in helping with that, so that way we can kind of relieve the space in the back building. PetSmart weekend, like I mentioned before, we have a big adoption weekend coming up. It'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the sign up is on my volunteer page. And of course, the U of H Community Service Fair, we do need volunteers. That's coming up next week as well, and we do need volunteers to help with that. So far, we don't have anybody signed up. And for the volunteer spotlight, like everybody meet Krista Bradley and Jennifer Chorn. So both Krista and Jennifer have been nominated by other volunteers because of their hard work getting all of the animals bayed for paws and claws this year. They were on a mission to make sure that they're all clean, that they all smell good for Paws and Claws for this big event. Giving the animals a bath not only makes them more adoptable, obviously, but it does keep them healthy and happy. It makes a huge difference in their lives by giving just something as simple as a bath, and they were pretty much soaked from head to toe when I saw them every time they were doing it. So thank y'all so much for taking the initiative, coming in there, and trying to get every single animal bathed for that. Y'all rock. So thank you so much, Krista and Jennifer. And that is it, everybody, for our weekly update. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jasmine.o'keefe@leaguecity.com, and I'll be able to help you. And I will see y'all next week.